We should kind of get to know each other.
Time out. Why do you get to choose?
What?
Why do you get to choose? I mean, why don't I get to choose? Why doesn't he get to choose?
Well, actually, nobody on this planet ever really chooses each other. I mean, it's all a question of quantum physics, molecular attraction, and timing. I mean, there are laws we don't understand that bring us together and tear us apart. I mean, it's like pheromones. You get 3 ants together, they can't do dick. You get 300 million of them, they can build a cathedral.
So somebody gonna go to bed with somebody or what?
Honey, you are a regular nuclear meltdown. You better cool off. Wait, where are you going?
After 12 years in the minor leagues, I don't try now. Besides, I don't believe in quantum physics when it comes to matters of the heart.
What do you believe in then?
Well, I believe in the soul. The cock, the pussy, the small of a woman's back, the hanging curveball, high fiber, good scotch, that the novels of Susan Sontag are self-indulgent, overrated crap. I believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. I believe there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf and the designated hitter. I believe in the sweet spot, softcore pornography, opening your presents Christmas morning rather than Christmas Eve, and I believe in long, slow, deep, soft, wet kisses that last 3 days.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Tully Television, and today we're going to be doing a retro blast. But before we get into all that, I want to thank you all again with the first giveaway winner in the rearview mirror, and the sights set on the new giveaway goal, which is set at 75 subscribers. We are currently at 29 at the time of this recording, so we're on the way. I'm challenging you guys to let's get bigger and better on this channel, and the giveaways are just going to go up more and more as time goes with the growth of the channel. Once we hit 75 subs, we're going to do 2 winners. $20 gift cards from Visa. If you need gas, you can use it for gas. If you want to get food, use it for food. If you want to credit your Uber account, whatever, your Uber Eats account, your DoorDash account, you want to get yourself a 6-pack and a pack of smokes, whatever it is, you'll be able to use it. We're gonna stick with 2 first place winners, I guess, or 2 winners selected randomly once we hit 75 and greater subscriber count. And the only way that you guys will be able to enter is to be subscribed and to to get to that level of being able to be picked for these prizes. But today, with the first day of spring behind us now, a couple of days ago, I wanted to pick a movie that has been somewhat close to my heart. I love baseball. Baseball is one of my great loves growing up. I was, and still currently am, a New York Mets fan. I haven't watched baseball the last few years, so I have to really say that I haven't really been keeping up with the current events on the Mets or anything baseball related. Just been, really there's only so much I can keep up with. But yeah, I got into watching baseball in 1986 when the Mets won the World Series. I actually got to meet Jesse Orosco. I got to meet Mookie Wilson. I got to meet a couple of other Mets when I was about that age. My godmother's husband, my Uncle Danny, would frequent a local bar in the area that he lived in down in the city, and the Mets would go there. The Mets players at the time would go there and do their little bit of drinking and stuff, cutting up with the boys, and a few of them were able to take the time out and meet me personally. So I have to say my Uncle Danny was one of the main reasons why I got into loving baseball. But the movie today, I know when you hear baseball movie, you might think of such hits as Major League with Charlie Sheen. You may think of Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. You may think, let's see, what other baseball movies are out there. A Little Big League, Sandlot, Rookie of the Year. But today I'm personally going to be talking Bull Durham. I don't see too many people talking Bull Durham, and I think it's one of those underrated baseball movies that gets bypassed in some of these other classics when it comes to baseball. It was an MGM production. It was written and directed by Ron Shetton. It was made on a budget of $7 million, made $50 million. Was nominated for an Oscar for screenplay. And we're going to run through the cast for this movie that came out June 15th, 1988, a year before Major League. And I think that out of the two, people remember Major League more, but this came out before Major League. We have Kevin Costner as Crash Davis. We have Susan Sarandon as Annie Savo. Tim Robbins as Ebby. Calvin LaLouche, or Nuke. Robert Wall as Larry. Jenny Robertson as Millie. William O'Leary, I forget the character's name down, I forgot to write it down, but he was kind of like a religious guy. He was like the straight guy, not with the drinking, not with the womanizing and stuff like that you would think with these athletes. Trey Wilson as Skip, and David Neerdorf as Bobby. The movie itself revolves around, it opens up with Susan Sarandon's character. She's kind of a baseball savant and basically a baseball groupie for her local minor league team, the Bull Durhams, which is located out of North Carolina. They currently have, they've been playing in a newer stadium that was built in 1995. She pretty much delegates her personality and her goal as to, I call it the head cheerleader syndrome, where she goes for the most skilled guy on the team, and she claims that like when she gets involved with them doing taxes, when she starts doing them taxes with these guys, they have the best year of their life, okay? And she has her sights set on Tim Robbins' character and Kevin Costner's character. Kevin Costner, it plays a catcher for the team. He's kind of like the wily vet who knows all these ins and outs of baseball, how to approach baseball, how to approach life, because he's made mistakes and he's learned from these. Tim Robbins is the flashy rookie, hard-throwing fastball. His pride accomplishment so far is having a Porsche, and he's got the talent, but Kevin Costner's problem with him is that he doesn't take his talent seriously. He doesn't take the game of baseball seriously. I feel like this movie was written by a true baseball fan, because a lot of the talk, a lot of the terminology rings true. When I was younger, I played, organized sports, so I know how that goes, how you can have someone on your team that you don't get along with. I've had, plenty of arguments with teammates, but at the end of the day, we're all trying to drive to the same goal, to win or lose, but based on the merits of our skills and trying to improve those skills down the road. So that's basically where we're at. We get Susan Sarandon trying to determine who she wants to give her time to, and Kevin Costner's not really about like chasing her down and stuff and trying to be in a contest with Tim Robbins' character. He's not about that. You either want to be with me or you don't. I don't have time for that. So by default, she winds up getting with Tim Robbins' character for a while, and they do them taxes and stuff like that. But Kevin Costner still in a way wants to be with her. He kind of has a bit of jealousy that we can see as the audience member, as the viewer. But as time goes on, the team tries to figure out how to work better together. One of these times that you can kind of start seeing the team getting together was during a road trip that they had for about 2 weeks. Kevin Costner and some of the guys they went to the local field that they were going to be playing at, and they had a few beers in them already, and they were hoping for a rain day because there was these ice skaters that were there in the hotel, and they didn't want to leave so soon because guys are going. The boys will be boys, and try to pick up the girls if the girls are interested. I'm not saying, obviously, you show if girls not interested, you go about your day. Obviously, you don't pursue it any further. But again, being in that mind frame back in the day, I understand just a young guy full of young, dumb, and full of something that rhymes with young and dumb. You know what I mean? The frat boy that comes out in us every once in a while, that we need to tame and realize like, whoa, take it down. That's how some of these guys would get because of being on the road, and to cut loose, they start running the bases on the field that they were flooding, so they can just get an extra day of rest. And they were cutting loose, and then it just it started picking up during the season. They started winning more because they were like on a losing streak, so they started winning a little bit more because of getting a little bit more laid back, building bonds. You also realize that athletes sometimes do have like superstitions they try to follow, and it may be silly to think that you say a prayer before you do something and you'll get that home run, or you do something and you get that strikeout. As a pitcher, I love being a pitcher. That I loved doing that because the focus that comes with that. But there's this one guy on the team, his name is Jose, and he thinks that he's always getting a bad juju on the bat or glove, and at one point he asked for a live chicken to do some sort of thing on the glove to break the bad luck on his glove. I called Susan Sarandon's character the head cheerleader syndrome because I've known girls who, and we've seen girls go for power, for the power dynamic, and sometimes that turns a woman on more than looks or money or anything like that. It's the power that someone has, social power, you know what I mean? And she kind of was that type of woman at this stage of the movie. And, you know, I love Susan Sarandon. I think she was a good actress. I'm not saying she's by any means an ugly woman. She's got definitely a very unique look to her. But at this stage of the movie, she definitely was kind of like cougar territory, and Tim Robbins was like definitely like a bit younger. You can even tell from his Shawshank Redemption time, and then when this was filmed before that, I think that was obvious. This was obviously filmed so many years before that, but Tim Robbins looked like a baby face in this movie. You know, you can tell that Kevin Costner was a bit older. You can tell Susan Sarandon was a bit older. Tim Robbins was definitely the baby face of that, but you wanted that to have him look like the rookie, you know, the flashy rookie that was coming up through the ranks. And when you get to the majors, they call it get to the show, you know. So if you're a PlayStation player and you buy the baseball game The Show, it's called The Show because that's what minor league players call the major leagues, The Show. So at one point you see Kevin Costner's character talking about being in the show for about 3 weeks, and because him and Tim Robbins do have some run-ins with each other, because Tim Robbins thinks, well, what does he know? He's never been to the show, and you know, Kevin Costner's trying to give him like good responses to give to the media and this and that, and he's, you know, you're the dunce, you don't want to listen to the old cats, you know what I mean? But yeah, because Kevin Costner's more of the salt of the earth type of guy. He's not very flashy. He has to rely on his brains more than his pure talent, where Tim Robbins uses the talent and wastes it. But near the end of the movie, Tim Robbins' character does get called up to the show, and you see a little interview with him, and he's using some of these responses that Kevin Costner taught him, and eventually Kevin Costner's character gets let go of the team. But the last interaction that they both have, Kevin Costner and Tim Robbins, they leave on a level of definitely respecting each other and their talents and what they were able to teach each other. But I think Tim Robbins definitely learned more from Kevin Costner character than the other way around. But they both, you felt like that there was a sense of finality to their relationship, that they may see each other down the road, but you can tell that Tim Robbins' character learned a lot from Kevin Costner, and that's kind of how they left it there, where Tim Robbins got promoted. Kevin Costner's trying to still figure out how to stay in the minor league system, but he was told by the coach of the Bulldurhams that there might be a coaching position opening, so he could very well do that. And near the end of the movie, Susan Sarandon and Kevin Costner's character get together. They have some steamy love scenes together. Nothing impressive, you know, could live or take with it. And they kind of live happily ever after. They wind up getting together. Susan Sarandon isn't about getting with the next hot thing anymore. and Kevin Costner's ready to settle down and not be scared of living in a loving relationship. And that was it. That was Bull Durham. Maybe not on the level of popularity that Major League or Field of Dreams is on, but a fun movie, still the same, worth the watch. It's funny, a good cast, and definitely worth the watch. Definitely worth the watch. And thank you so much again, guys, for stopping by Tully Television. I hope that this episode of Retro Blast was fun for you guys, as it was for me. Keep on subscribing, keep on growing our channel, and you can be involved in our next giveaway when we hit 75. The road to 75 is continuing. And until next time, guys, peace, Snookums. Take me out to the ball game.
You lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way down to first. You lollygag in and out of the dugout. And you know what that makes you, Larry?
Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers. What's our record, Larry?
8-16.
8-16. How'd we ever win 8?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. This is a simple game. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. You got it? Now we have got a 12-day road trip starting tomorrow. Let's leave 6 in the morning. Damn, son of a bitch, you fucking shithead.